What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Tokyo Dark. This is your first time watching, or if you are a returning viewer, I very much appreciate it either way. And if you enjoy my playthrough, please show your support by leaving a like, a comment, or subscribing to my channel for this and other playthroughs. I hope that everyone enjoys, and let's get right in there. Continue our investigation on the collector. Ayami Nyan? Back so soon? Hi, is Mina Nyan back yet? I was hoping to ask her about that dressmaker you mentioned earlier. Oh, well, she's here, but, well, the thing is, I don't think she'll be able to talk. Something awful has happened. It's really bad. How bad are we talking? Monumentally, horrifically terrible, Ayami Nyan. The perfect storm of soul-crushing, existential dread. Oh, Ayami Nyan is so kind-hearted. Maybe she'll talk to you. Wait here one moment, please. Oh, hi. Yeah. You alright? I heard something bad happened. Maybe I can help you? I don't think I can even talk about it. Every time I think about him, I just want to go into the back and cry. Try and relax. I'm a police officer. I'm sure I can figure out a way to make this better. Police? Well, it's Samuel. Samuel? Who's he? A distant relation of yours? A boyfriend? Did he hurt you? Run out with your money? Samuel Cuddlesworth, my best friend. He's missing. Samuel Cuddlesworth. Okay, I think I see what's happening here. Her ultra-rare, one-of-a-kind kitty plush, Mistress Ayami Nyan. These things don't grow on trees, you know. A teddy bear. You lost a teddy bear. A plush. Samuel Cuddlesworth was not a teddy bear. He was an extra ultra rare cat plush. Oh, cruel world. The hideousness of the cosmos laid bare before my very eyes. Why did I think you'd understand? No one understands. I'm all alone. We're all alone. And then we die. Oh, I hate seeing her like this. I don't think she'll be of much use to society until she finds a replacement for her beloved Cuddlesworth. Thank you for listening, Ayami Nyan. While you're here, want some pancakes? Listen, I can't promise you as rare of a, plush as Samuel Cuddlesnipe, but I'll find you something, alright? Cuddlesworth. Samuel Cuddlesworth. The second. Twice removed, actually. Ugh. Why are you looking at me like that? Beautiful. Where'd you find her? I deem you Countess Belinda Flufflestuff. Thank you, Nyan. Lady Belinda isn't Samuel, but I suppose one must learn to move on from those things. Wow, that was quick. Anyway, since you're feeling better, can you tell me what you know about this collector now? Of course, Mistress Ayami Nyan. I heard she studied fashion design in France and then came to Japan. She knows everything there is to know about Akiba fashion. She designed the maid costume I have on right now. She didn't ask for money. Strange. How did you find her? Well, you probably won't believe me, but I spend a lot of time outside here promoting the cafe. Sometimes I notice the signs would flicker. The images on them would change. I can see from the mistress's expression that she does not believe me. It's true, I swear on my 9 lives. She shows you what you want on the sign, like an invitation to trade. Then, when there's 3 paper cranes outside her shop, you go down and she shows you what she has. Her taste is impeccable. She's never wrong. Listen, I get that maids are supposed to play along with fantasies and all that, but this is kind of hard to swallow. But it's true, Ayami Nyan. Supposedly she got some local computer hacker type to give her access to some of the signs in the area remotely. I think the other shop owners here don't mind, because it only happens occasionally, and the stories probably bring in more business than the signs themselves. Am I missing something here? How does she know what you want? Ayami Nyan, you're supposed to be the detective, not me. I bet she's got webcams everywhere so she can see what the girls are wearing and try to bait them in. It's a small group of people who know that rumor to begin with anyway. It's like subliminal advertising. Nyan. Mina Nyan, what's wrong? No, it's not like that. It's not like what? This dress, the one she made for me, it was exactly what I wanted. The bells, the stitching, everything, down to the last detail. Everyone always assumed I had it commissioned, but I never told anyone the truth because I was scared. Somehow she knew exactly what I wanted, and all she asked for in return was the old handmade dress my mother and I made together. An amazing deal, right? But something wasn't right about her or her shop. I mean, who has a shop that's 4 levels deep in the basement, in a room with no other customers? I felt like some sort of criminal, even though all I was doing was getting a dress. And you know, that dress, the one I gave up, it was cheap. The stitching was subpar, and there were patches all over it from all the times I had to repair it. Despite all that, I wish I'd never given it away. Sometimes I think I should try and get it back, but the truth is I'm afraid to. I don't want to go back there. Sorry, Ayami Nyan. I kind of got a little serious there. That's everything I know, though. Thanks again for getting me Lady Belinda. No problem. Don't go losing her now. That's it. 3 paper cranes. The button on the elevator are lit up now. This doesn't seem right. Doesn't match the descriptions I got at all. What was that? Who's there? Raina? Is that you? Uh, huh? Who's there? Look around you. Interesting, isn't it? It said the cranes can grant a wish. What is it you wish for? I've never been one to believe in wishes. Are you him? The collector? Collector? Crow? One of many names given to me over the years. Ah, but we've no time to waste on such boring, trivial things as introductions. Don't you want to know who I am? Oh, I know who you are, Detective Ito. Or should I say, investigator? So hard to keep straight. I suppose it's irrelevant what you call yourself now, as you've arrived exactly where you need to be. Something's different. Yes, yes. What is it, I wonder? Ah, that's it. You're like me, after a fashion. You see things differently from those around you. The world is not so solid and unchanging as it is for them. Things bend, they break. Am I wrong? No, nothing's been the same since Kamakura. Yes, yes, of course. The girl you murdered, Reina. Was that your fault? Then you are a puppet, dancing at the end of your strings to a tune you cannot hear? No, that's not what I said. I'm no one's puppet. Are you so sure, detective? Do you really feel like everything you've done is under your control? When faced with the impossible, you're so certain that every choice you make is your own? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like they're made for me. Which is easier, I wonder? The knowledge that cause of all your suffering and your joy is of your own doing, or someone else's? I don't have time for this. Ah, of course, of course. Our conversation has tilted towards the philosophical, but you are not here for philosophy. You want something more tangible. I want information. Facts. No, it is my business to know what people desire, and that is not what you seek. What is it you want, truly? Tanaka. I want to know what really happened to him. No, it's not only that. I want to know what's happening to me, too. Nothing makes sense anymore. I'm tired of chasing after the clues that lead to dead ends. Perhaps I can be of some help to you. But first, please indulge me. I have a few questions. I'm curious, so curious. You're such a unique visitor after all. Yes, nothing like the others. Fine. What do you want to know? I find it interesting that someone like you would drink on the job. Huh? You mean in the hostess bar 2 weeks ago? Yeah, what of it? It seems so obvious a mistake. Why did you make it? For information. It was for the case. I didn't think I'd get information otherwise. Not that it changed anything. On the night of your partner's disappearance, you found your way into the sewer using a man. Why him? A witness saw him. That witness placed him in the sewer. Why not go directly to the source? What is this? Some sort of psych test? I came here for answers. Enough with the games. It's no game, detective. I can give you what you seek. This is my price. That's it? If you wanted information to use against me, seems you've already got enough. Blackmail? How pedestrian. Simplistic. No, I've no interest in that. Then what do you want? Everything I collect brings me closer to an understanding, much like you. Only the puzzle I assemble is considerably larger, and the piece you provide is well worth the trouble. Shall we continue? Do I have a choice? You've already made it. You show such little patience, detective. Surprising, considering the effort you took to get here. The girl, Reina, she's the one you've been chasing, yes? Let's talk about her. Why didn't you shoot her again in the sewer? She was holding your dear Tanaka at knife point. Why didn't you pull the trigger? I didn't, but I should have. Maybe I could have put an end to all of this before it even started. Ah, yes. If only this tapestry were so simple. Interesting. Most interesting. Though she's gone, the sleepless nights continue, don't they? You've only taken your medication once, after all. Perhaps it's only a delusion. Does it not make you question the futility of it all? Most interesting. Perhaps you've told me enough. Yes, this is most useful. I accept this trade. In return, you want, what was it? Ah, yes, that's right. A path. A way forward. I suppose it's your turn to ask the questions now. Where is Tanaka? In the dark. Whether he lives? That is more difficult. The dark. That's not the first time I've heard that. What is it? Where can I find it? A better question is, where can it not be found? Can you not feel it around you? Following you at every turn? It pays great mind to those within its walls. You know of whom I speak. The common thread that binds all the misery in your heart. Reina. And if that's where she is, Tanaka must be there too. The girl's thread is a complicated one. Yes, very tangled. It begins in Kabukicho, in a talent agency called Omega. Kabukicho. I know it well enough. As I imagine any officer of the law would. The dark is the sacred place. It lives and breathes, changes shape, and goes where it pleases. And it is the girl whose suffering determines its shape. Without understanding its root, you will never find your way. Or it could tear you apart. Like it almost has already. I don't know why, but I get the hunch that you'll know what this is. What is it? Reina was obsessed with it. It must be important, but I can't figure it out. Ah, I see. A most interesting relic. It makes people do the most fascinating things. Why did Reina want it so badly? It is a tool. Instead of living in fear of it, why not use it? It may be the key that will help you find your precious Tanaka. Though as powerful as it is, one cannot expect to use it knowing nothing about it. You said it yourself, it all started in Kamakura. The Kawanas have quite a history with that mask. The Kawanas. Mai? The Shrine Maiden girl? Her grandmother was the one who gave it to me. The very same. It gives me the creeps. Maybe I should have gotten rid of it. Don't do that. You'll never find your way without it. A dressmaker, a cat breeder, a blackmailer. Seems that no one in this town can agree on anything about you, except your name. There's no way anyone could know what you do. It's impossible. So what are you? Take a look around you. Is it not familiar? Can you not smell it? The stench of corruption. I've been here for so long, longer than you can imagine. Feeling the desires, the loves, the hatred of mankind flow through this place. For you, detective, I am exactly who you need me to be. Now, shall we return our attention to the matter at hand? Our trade, after all, was not for the knowledge of how I fit into your story. It was for a way to clear the, how do you put it? Ah yes, to clear the dead ends you run up against. Let us reconsider your problem. The mask and the dark are inexorably linked. Pursuing one without the other is futile. Now, you are an enemy of the dark. It will reject you without understanding it, and you'll be lost without the necessary tool. How will I know when a path's been opened? Ask your puppet master. My end of the bargain has been upheld. You seem awfully eager to help me. What's the catch? Something tells me I'm going to regret talking to you. Paranoia. An unnecessary feeling. As I said, people fascinate me, especially ones as unique as yourself. You are a detective. I've only given you the tools you need to finish the job. From there, now that is the interesting part. I look forward to seeing your progress. Consider your debt to me partially repaid. The rest I shall collect at another time. Tell me, my little puppet, if you can see your strings, does your dance not continue? Until we meet again. Air in the collector's basement was stagnant and heavy. If I had stayed any longer, I felt like it may have suffocated me. For the time I was there, Akiba faded away into a distant memory. I returned to the surface, put my hand up to shield my eyes from the sunlight, and listened to the people on the street. Their conversation seemed so pointless. part of a world I no longer belong to. The busy sounds of the streets swept the cobwebs from my mind, forcing me to remember everything I told the collector and everything he impossibly knew. I told him so much, but did I have a choice? Maybe he was right, and I was a puppet after all. At that moment, it didn't matter. The dark and the mask both belonged to a world I was now a part of. Normal methods of investigation wouldn't lead me to them. Countless paths were narrowed to two, and I had no choice but to march forward toward the leads I'd been given. As I left Akiba behind, one thing bothered me. How did the collector know so much about me? Was I really so easy to read? I didn't have time to dwell on it. Kazuki and Reina were in the dark. That much had been all but confirmed, and I now had a means, however impossible, to find them. Two paths. The mask and the dark. Both were necessary, and I had to make a choice of which to follow first. Chase after a talent agency in Tokyo's red light district, or back to Kamakura to visit Mai, the girl I nearly got killed. Neither seemed very appealing. My logical side didn't understand how either would help. But as everything around me cracked and crumbled away, logic didn't matter anymore. I had to choose, or maybe something would choose for me. The collector mentioned a talent agency by the name of Omega here in Kabukicho, with ties to Reina. Unless there's a big sign advertising it, which I highly doubt, I'll need to ask around to find it. Based on the dragon motifs and the general vibe around the building, I guess this place is no normal bar. Who knows how many other places around here the Yakuza have dipped their fingers into. Hey, hold up. Don't I know you? Who? Me? Yeah, you. Unless you're hiding someone behind your back. Aren't you the detective whose face was all over town a few weeks back? Yeah, that's it. How didn't I recognize you before? Hey guys, didn't someone from HQ come by and ask us about her earlier? Maybe we should call it in. Hold on, Denjiro. You really think that's a good idea? Huh? What are you talking about? I'm not risking my job over some nobody detective. Yeah, well, call it into HQ and you might be risking more than your job, if you know what I mean. Ryu's right. Why should we stick our necks out when she hasn't even done anything wrong? Being on leave doesn't mean she can't walk around, does it? I'm with Ryu. I doubt I need to remind you boys what happens when you ruffle the wrong feathers at HQ. You guys can't be serious. Look, I'm not saying we arrest her, only you're going to piss off the wrong people, Denjiro. I don't know how much more obvious I need to be for you to get it. No one, not even the detective here, is worth bringing down her wrath. Especially right now. Things aren't exactly on stable ground around here since the Mifune family shakeup. Don't need a repeat of Officer Ono. pegged for promotion one day, and then some anonymous tip comes into HQ that Ono's been selling a little dope on the side. Even got a gun to tie him to a crime scene. Yeah, a gun that's mysteriously gone, missing from evidence. Think that story's true? Does it really matter if it is or not? The point is, he asked too many questions around here, and now he's in jail. Some police we are, held hostage by some woman. Screw it. Maybe you guys are right. Suppose if that guy from HQ asks again, we can say we didn't see any detective tonight. That's right. We didn't see you, and you definitely didn't talk to us. Got it? Yeah, I got it. Peeing on the street around here isn't exactly an easy position to be in, huh? You mean at the bottom? Yeah, doesn't give us a whole lot of options. Feels like I'm always stuck between HQ and all the other shit going on around here. I'm not sure which is worse, honestly. You read the papers, don't you, detective? You heard about the Mifune family, right? Yeah, I'm sure she has. And that's all you need to say on the subject. You never know who's working for who around here, so put a lid on it. Listen, detective. Whatever you think we are, or what you think goes on around here, it isn't so simple as good cops and bad cops. Remember that. Kabukicho might not be perfect, but we do our best to keep the peace. Right? Right. Right. Like Ryu said, we're trying our best, so don't cause any trouble for us, and we'll return the favor by not letting HQ know about this. There's plenty scarier than HQ out there. That's for sure. Why don't you move along, detective? I think I'll do just that. Good luck, officers. Seems this club is pretty popular, and it already has a lot of customers. Maybe talking to some of the regulars would give me a good idea of where to start looking for a Omega. Alright, seems like a good place to end it. Always like ending it with a nice little beat. We're in the club. Whoop, whoop. I'm trying. Wow, look at my, my sanity is way down there. But investigation and professionalism are okay. Still won't let me go back to the apartment. I guess I have to finish doing my research, which is fine. Or maybe I'll go crazy and wake up there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this latest episode. Like I said at the beginning, if you did, please show your support with a like or a subscription to my channel. I hope that everyone has an awesome day or night. Y'all are great. Hope to see you in the next episode. Peace out.